Wait. I'm here. Okay. Listen. I'm 17 now, which means we needed to do a birthday video. So, welcome everybody to another video here today, where we got a load of epic fish baits. So I went out, bought out a little bit, not as much as I did last time I bought a million baits. So we've got just a whole variety of different brands, specific types of baits. Took me a little bit to actually say that, and we're going to showcase them all, and you're gonna get some epic B-roll of everything and whatnot. And we didn't get just baits, we got a rod, we got a little bit of terminal tackle, we got it all today. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, to start us off, we've got the brand new rod to our arsenal. This is the Speed Stick by American Hero. I saw this rod at the academy we went to, and I fell in love with it. It's probably going to be my new favorite rod, going to use this more in my tournament one. It's obviously a bait caster because it's what I kind of favor with. And I obviously haven't used it yet. It's not stringed up. We're going to do that in the next fishing video that we do. So that'll be something to look forward to. So to go with that, we got two different types of line. We've got the Trilene mono leader, monocarbon, whatever. It's 15-pound, light blue. Is 900 yards of this stuff, which is a good little bit. So that's going to last forever. And we got 300 yards, oh god, of what people say is the best. A little bit of spider wire. This 50-pound braid, so, but I don't like using braid that much, so don't know how much I'm going to use for that. So, and then the last bit on the terminal tackle, we got big bite jig heads. So any swim baits that aren't like pre-hooked and whatnot, that need like eyeballs to look real, these were the biggest they had. So yeah, those are that. So let's go ahead and dive into the bait. First up on the number of baits that we bought today is the Googan Junior Contender. This is a 3-piece hard plastic animated swim bait, basically. It's got a little bit of shine and at the tail, and kind of just looks like a little bass, like a baby bass. So this is obviously probably not for the largies to eat, probably for things like muskies or stripers, other things, like maybe even some catfish. Like if you're looking for flatheads, like this might be your guy. So obviously by Googan, big fan of them. Obviously we aren't sponsored, but that is that we got an assortment of Googan baits today, and why not go ahead and get into the rest of the Googan baits we got today, which are only soft plastics. So coming up first is a bait I have not used yet. We have got their Lunker Logs. This is their version of Senko or a wacky worm, basically. So you can hook it in the middle area right here, or you could hook it right there on the flat bit, trying to get a Texas swing going. So these are 6 inches. These are the biggest ones they have, I think. So these are, I think, for anything on the structure. I'm not too sure. So if you're going underwater on your brush piles, which we have a couple out in pond. So when we're doing monthly fishing challenges or videos, that might actually be pretty good. Next up, we have got the big trench hogs. Now, I do have trench hogs. They're the junior sizes though. These guys are huge. I'm not entirely sure how big these guys are. These are also 6 inches. Okay. So these are kind of like a crawl, basically, just a bit thinner and longer pitchers. So I think that's like, what do you call it, a prawn? I'm not too sure, but yeah. And then we're gonna head over to the Saucy Swimmers. These are not the biggest ones that they have, but these are the second biggest. These are the 4.8. I do have a thing of Saucy Swimmers. Once again, they're the juniors. We went to a completely different academy last time I bought out a million baits. So, yeah, I do have them in this pattern as well. So, not too sure how well we're gonna get hit by these, but they're going to, we'll see eventually. So, definitely when we're stocking, we'll use these a bit, and hopefully next time I go and buy some Saucy Swimmers, I could get the 6 inches. So, and keeping on the 6-inch or giant fish mimics, we have got the Googan dart. I already have 2 things of darts. One is the white pearl shad, and the other is the same pattern as the Saucy Swimmers. So the dark green, black, and purple glitter vibes. These guys are the, I think, the bluegill pattern almost, or the giant minnow maybe. So they've got the blue, a little bit of orange, I think, and of course the white. So these guys might actually get hit in this pond rather than the white pearl shad, because I went out there with the shad darts and haven't gotten anything. So yeah. And then we've got one more bait that I completely forgot. We got their zinger. So this is the one zinger from Googan that I have not had. This is a Googan spinnerbait. If you didn't know. But I have the bluegill pattern, which is the blue, yellow, and white. I had the white one, but when I lived on the lake, and then I lost it on a structure. And then there was another one that I had. I can't remember the colors for it, but I also had that one as well. I don't know where it went. I probably lost it as well. So yeah, that is all our Googan baits. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the next ones. So we're going to head on to our next set of baits. This is our second biggest population of baits we got next to Googan. It's not as many, but we got the 6th Sense Vegafrog 70. This is a popping frog. I didn't want to get the Googan's popping filthy frog. I didn't. Not because like I don't like it, because this one had like a way cooler pattern, and I already have 3 frogs, and I think one is a popping frog. I'm not too sure, and I've used them all, and they just haven't gotten hit, and that's because they're a bit more on the thick side rather than the long side, and I haven't had a long like frog yet. And so I saw this one with its pattern as well, kind of matched the rod, but and I thought like I might actually get hit, so we're going to use this in a future video. So really stoked for that guy. And then we have these. These are 6-inch swim baits. These are meant to look like wild shiners. Now obviously nothing in this pond can eat a giant wild shiner that is half the length that a wild shiner can actually get to. So these are meant for big bass, stripers. And I plan on going striper fishing eventually, and we'll definitely use these. But here's the thing. You see that right there? That is the hooks that this thing requires to use. And I didn't buy any of those because I saw that when I got home, and we're only like 2.5 hours away from the academy we came from. So yeah. Love the color of them. They look absolutely incredible. Cannot wait to use them. So, yeah. Moving on from that, we have got another jerk bait to add to our collection. We have two. We have the Junior Scout, and we have a Walmart brand, one that I call the White Cup. We have the H2O Express floating jerk bait. This is meant to represent a shad. It's super shiny, and definitely going to get hit. I've used both the jerk baits I've had, and I've caught decent fish on both of them. And I can't wait to use this one. See, like, especially, oh God, excuse me. After the spawn season, this thing will get slammed, and that is when I'm hopefully going to catch a lot of my fish. So, cannot wait to use that. And then, earlier, we showed you the Saucy Swimmers. They just keep returning this video. So, we got a pure white, oh God, Rage Swimmers, 4.75 incher swim baits. So, I just call these Saucy Swimmers. Like, I have another thing out in the shed, they're like bluegill pattern, but they're not by Guggen. I just still call them Saucy Swimmers, because they're like the same thing. So these are white pearl shad. I have a chatterbait that will go with these as well. I also have the Guggen clicker and the bluegill pattern, which will work for this as well. So these probably won't get slammed in the pond, but will most likely get hit out the lake when we're stocking. Alright, so we got one more bait to finally show you guys, and it is the odd one out of the group. We have got some Zoom trick worms in the bubblegum pink color. So the reason I got these is not because they're pink, not because they're vibrant, not because they would get absolutely slammed out in the pond. It is because they got slammed once and I wasn't even using them. Here's the fish they caught. Yeah, these are absolutely great. They caught the biggest fish in the pond by a long shot, and I don't know if it's still out there, but if they caught it once, they may as well catch it again, and you never know. So yeah, that's all we got. We're gonna show you all in a very cool slowed video right here of everything we got. And yeah, this is basically what all my gifts for the coming 17 now. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!